welcome to Growth Stories for MSMEs, brought to you by MSME Success Headquarters. And I'm Ganika, your scale architect. In this series, we break down real business journeys, not for inspiration, but to understand what truly creates sustainable growth. Because growth is not just about increasing sales, it is about upgrading how you look at your business. So, let me ask you something honestly. When you think about expanding your business, maybe opening a second unit, entering a new market, or adding a new vertical, what is the first thought that comes? Is it excitement? Or you start calculating? There is one more important question. If you replicate your current business model in another city next year, how long do you think will it take to become profitable? 6 months, 1 year, or maybe 3 years? Not fully sure? This answer is important because it tells you whether you're operating a successful business or you're operating a scalable model. Today's story is going to be relatable as we all have been its consumer. But it's not about their product, it's about blueprint thinking. So in 1954, a milkshake machine salesman named Ray Kroc walked into a small burger restaurant in California. Nothing glamorous, no celebrity chef, no premium dining experience, no secret recipe marketing. But something unusual was happening there. Kitchen was running like a system. Orders were assembled in sequence. Movements very precise. Timings controlled. Output consistent. And here is what Kroc saw. He did not see a successful restaurant. He saw a repeatable structure. That structure later expanded into thousands of McDonald's outlets across the world. But here is the important part. It was not taste that he scaled. It was predictability. In most traditional businesses, performance depends upon people. If you are in an established business, you know, there is always a person who manages well, your proxy, the one person on the shop floor who you trust completely, that one sales guy who represent you in front of key customers, that one senior staff member who everyone listens to when you're not around. And in many cases, you are the final checkpoint for everything. Is it because you designed it that way? No, that is how the business grew. Trust first, structure later. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's how many successful businesses are built. But there is a subtle difference. When growth happens, the system comes under load. More orders, more decisions, more coordination, more dependency. So, if performance is going to depend upon specific individuals, load creates pressure, and pressure exposes structural gaps. Ray Kroc made a strategic decision early. He was not building a great restaurant, he was building a repeatable systems. He asked, can this model produce the same output anywhere under different people? Be it a fresh college graduate or a chef with experience of 10 years behind the counter. Customers at McDonald's get the same fries, same crispy patty, any outlet they try. That question changed the scale trajectory. Now let's remove restaurants completely. Think about your business. If your competitor shuts down tomorrow and all their customers are yours now, does quality remain stable? If you onboard 5 new large clients at once, does delivery remain predictable? If you are unavailable for 2 weeks, does decision making slow down? If a key employee, the major person who is working in your business, moves on, leaves the company, does the rhythm change? These are not emotional questions, they are architectural questions. Most MSME are stable. Bills are getting paid, customers are coming back, team knows what to do. You have built a name in your market. That is stability. But stability and scalability are not the same thing. Stability means current volume works, current team works, current way of operating works. Scalability means something else. It means if orders increase suddenly, quality does not drop. If two big clients demand faster delivery at the same time, Coordination does not collapse. If one key proxy resource is absent for few weeks, rhythm does not change. If the market becomes competitive and margins tighten, your cost structure does not panic. Stability means it works in today's condition. Scalability means it continue to work when conditions change. And growth always change conditions. Let's talk honestly about our ecosystem. In India, the moment your turnover crosses a few crores, you feel established. Income is steady, family is secure for you, your network respects you. And gradually, without noticing, ambition becomes protective. Instead of asking, how do I build something dominant? You start asking, how do I maintain what I have? The shift feels safe, but it quietly puts a ceiling on your growth. In India, we have more than 7 crore micro, small, and medium businesses. Lakhs of founders are running well, thousands doing business in crores, but relatively few that crosses a 1,000 crore mark and move into large or ultra large category. Is it because most of us lack capability? Not true, right? We Indians are hardworking, resilient, and extremely adaptive. So, what is it? Is it because once the business becomes stable and profitable, urgency reduces? Income is steady, respect is there, system works. So we focus on operating better, not redesigning bigger. And that's where the real difference lies. Not in capability, but in the lens. How you as a founder look at your business. If the founder continue to look at the business only from day-to-day operating lens, growth stays gradual. But when the founders start looking at the business from a CEO lens, from the top, growth starts multiplying. Here is a simple lens test. Not franchisee expansion, not dramatic growth, just clarity. Ask yourself, if I replicate this model, is profitability predictable? Are my margins stable under volume variation? Is my cost structure understood deeply? Is knowledge embedded in the system or carried by individuals? McDonald's expanded because math was clear. The economics were understood. The structure held. Their blueprint worked. Does yours? Not emotionally, structurally. So, this episode is not about copying a fast food chain. It is about upgrading how you see your own business. There are three levels of growth thinking. Level one, my business is growing because we are working hard. Level two, my business grows because I have a strong team who knows how things work. Level three, my business multiplies because the model itself works even when people change. Blueprint is verified. Most MSME operate between level 1 and level 2. Very few consciously design for level 3. And that is the difference between growth that stagnates, that plateaus, and growth that multiplies. Upgrading your lens does not start with SOP templates. It does not start with hiring new people. It does not start with buying software. It starts with clarity. Clarity on simple but uncomfortable questions. Where is your business dependent on specific people? Where does profitability fluctuate without you fully understanding why? If demand suddenly increases, do you feel confident or slightly tense? If something unexpected happens, do you know exactly how your model will respond? Where does your business operate smoothly? And where does it quietly struggle when pressure increases? These are not operational questions, these are design questions. And that's exactly what we work through inside Founder Reset, the first step in the skill ready CEO journey. Now, let me say something clearly. Yes, many of these growth principles were refined inside large multinational companies. I've spent years working in those environments. And in large companies, growth is not accidental, it is designed. It does not depend on one brilliant performer. It does not collapse when one leader moves. It works because the model is built to handle variation. But here is the important part, it is not a corporate theory. You don't need layers of managers, you don't need complex dashboards, you don't need MBA vocabulary. The core logic behind predictable growth is simple. and it can absolutely be applied inside an Indian MSME. That's exactly what we have done. We have simplified and translated all that complexity into simple language. We have kept only what actually drives stable, confident growth. And every week we sit with Indian founders inside Founder Reset and apply this in the real time. Not hypothetically, not through slides, through their actual businesses, their numbers, their pressure, their team dynamics, their expansion decisions. If you want to see how this framework applies to your business, not a multinational, but yours reality, that is where the work begins. Founder Reset is not about giving you tactics. It is about helping you step back and look at your business like a CEO, not just an operator. Because once you see clearly, your decisions change. You stop reacting. You start designing. When you start designing, growth stops feeling risky. It starts feeling intentional. So this week, don't just ask, how do I increase revenue? Ask something more important. Is my business scale ready? If demand increases, will my system hold? If pressure increases, will performance stay consistent? If change happens, will I feel confident or reactive? Because growth is not just about wanting more, it is about being ready for more. And the difference between a growing business and a skill ready business is clarity. Sit with that question, is my business skill ready? And I will see you in the next growth story.